Hello, welcome to King Madiba Speaks. My name actually is Martin King, but I love to be called King Madiba. It is a combination of Martin Luther King's junior surname, which is King, and Nelson Mandela's nickname, which is Madiba. So when you combine the two together, you have King Madiba. So, what's the purpose of this channel? The purpose of this channel is to document my journey in public speaking. I've always loved speeches, especially speeches that comes from the heart, whether they are impromptu or prepared, whether they are impromptu or prepared. I've always loved speeches. In fact, one of the reasons why I bear Martin King today wasn't because my parents knew who Martin Luther King Jr. was. No, it was simply because of the I Have a Dream speech that I came across when I began to read wide, to expand my horizon on a lot of things. So I came across Martin Luther King's speech, I Have a Dream, and I was really, really moved. Apart from, the significance that that speech had during that era, you needed to see oratory at its apex. That was the height of oratory. And one of the things that made that speech very powerful was because the last 6 minutes of that speech was was not prepared. It was totally different from what Martin Luther King Jr. had prepared, to deliver. So the speech that later became famous came from his heart. So I have seen this current and crop of leaders, from prime ministers to governor to presidents. Most of them did not even develop themselves to be able to deliver speeches that would come from their hearts, that would come from their convictions. Most of the speeches that politicians give are just mere surface words that were hurriedly, prepared by their speech writers. There are no passion attached to their speeches. So I just want to use this channel to document my journey because I know in the days and the years to come, I'm going to be one of the greatest, orator ever the world has ever seen. This is not just an empty promise. I'm going to do everything within the fiber of my being to make to make it come true. So I think I have this potential. I think I have this ability to stand before my feet and speak like King Martin Luther King and speak like Abraham Lincoln, to deliver rousing and heartfelt speeches. So join me as I embark on this journey. I want you to subscribe and then wait for me because I'm going to be dropping banger. Let's watch how this life from a novice to the world's greatest orator. Thank you.